My name is David Rothstein. I'm a band leader here in Chicago, and I'm going to talk about some ways of getting a jam-packed dance floor for your wedding. Number one, you want to make sure you get a great quality band, or if you do get a DJ, make sure you have a DJ who is very experienced and is able to adapt to the crowd. So when you have a great band, like ours, for example, we are very experienced in playing a wide variety of songs, not just the hottest top 40, but you also want to have a band that's able to play Motown and disco and Earth, Wind and Fire and special quirky requests, and not only be able to play those songs, but to know when to play those songs at the right time. Because you may have the perfect song, but the key is to play it at the perfect time to be able to keep all your guests dancing and get all your guests dancing. Okay, so that's one thing. The next thing is that you want to make sure the two of you are dancing. If you are there dancing and you're on the dance floor the majority of the night, people are going to follow your lead. If you are out socializing in another room or something like that, people are going to drift on over there because they are going to take your lead. They want to see you as happy as possible and doing what you feel comfortable with doing. But if you're on the dance floor, they're going to follow your lead and they're all going to be dancing. The next thing is to make sure there's nothing outside of the ballroom that people can go drift onto. So if there's a bar in the other room, if there's a dessert table in the other room, that's really going to kind of break down your party a little bit. And you want to keep everything as much as you can concentrated inside that ballroom. That's going to keep the excitement of what's happening. The other thing is make sure when you're picking songs, try to pick songs that are going to be danceable songs. There are some great songs by Billy Joel and Elton John that just aren't great for dancing. And if you have an experienced band leader like me, I'm going to be able to tell you, well, this may not be the best song for dancing, but here's another song by that artist or in that style that's a little bit more danceable. So that's really important too. Then the next thing is to make sure that you have a band that is really good at reading the crowd, being able to stretch songs, being able to try different types of things, different tempos, different artists, different styles. And that's going to keep your guests interested. Because if they say, oh, it's just kind of a top 40 band, yada, 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 you want to make sure that you're playing this style and then this artist and then this particular song, something, oh, that's kind of interesting. And you also want to have that interaction between the band and the audience. So not just a band going up there and just going through the same 20 songs over and over and over again. You want to have a band that's really watching the crowd, see how they're reacting, and doing some things, maybe some back and forth, like, put your hands up in the air, some different things that we do that really keeps it a very interactive experience, not just a band doing a performance, but something that's very interactive between the band and the guests. That's super, super important. And the last thing, like I said, is make sure you are out there dancing. Make sure you've got a band leader who's going to be able to adjust to what's happening throughout the night, be able to make sure not only your friends are dancing, but parents, grandparents, teenagers, so that all your guests feel being a part of your wedding. They're a part of all the dancing. They're having all that fun. And like I said earlier, make sure you guys are out there dancing. That is the biggest tip I can give you guys. Hopefully this has been a little bit helpful for you. Please take a look at our website and you'll see some examples of kind of what we do and how we're able to keep the dance floor packed. My website address is drsmusic.com. That's drsmusic.com. Thank you so much. And if you want to reach me directly, you can call or text at 773-719-7610. Thank you so much, and all my best for your big day.